Hi folks, I was just watching one of the episodes of Everyone Burns season 2. I think it was episode 1 of season 2. And there was a question raised. Why does it say different things in Mark 8:23 and John 9 verse 6 about the blind man being healed? Why does it say different things? In one of them it says that the Lord spat on his eyes, and the other one said he used mud and put mud on his eyes and told him to go and wash his eyes off. So the first question is it the same person being healed? Well, one point is, we don't know. We honestly don't know. We also know that in Mark it says, let's read the Mark 1 first. He took the blind man by the hand and led him outside the village when he had spit on the man's eyes. But okay. It's highly likely that didn't happen. Because the word should be spat, not spit. Because if we're talking about the past, it has to be spat. We had spat on the man's eyes. Okay, and again, would he do that? Because now if you spit at someone in the face, you can get arrested for that. So therefore, it's a nasty thing to do. So would he have actually spat on the man's eyes? Probably not. No. Would he have put spat on his fingers and then put the spat on the man's eyes? Yeah, he could have done that. But that's not what Mark's version says. It says he actually spit on that man's eyes. Well, I don't know. As I say, I don't know. I wasn't there. First of all, weren't there, so don't know for certainty. But, yeah. The reality is, it is what it was. Look at him, nutter. That's Bambini playing. We're still running around all excited. Jumpy. So, anyway, as I say, back to the point of discussion. Yes. Yeah. It is an interesting point, isn't it? As I say, the first point is it the same person? Don't know. Because the one in Mark is at a place called Bathsheba, is it called? Bathsheba, which is on the north shore of Lake Galley. So therefore, okay, where the other one was different. He was told to go washing his face in the pool of Siloam. So therefore, different. And again, making mud with spit. And then putting that on his eyes, the man's eyes. So therefore, again, okay. It could be the same person. But maybe Mark and John had different views of what they can actually see. And therefore, they can only write what they saw. So therefore, if Mark didn't see the Lord making mud, then, okay, that makes sense. I say, in the end, it doesn't necessarily need to make sense. It could be a different person, it could be the same person. It could be down to the people's different points of view as in where they were seeing things. Not points of view as how they would see things, but where they were standing. Because obviously, crowd of people, right? And there'd have been a lot of people around. And so therefore, where they were located and where the Lord was and what they actually saw. Because, yeah, obviously, Matthew, Luke, Mark and John didn't talk to each other about what they saw to write down the same things. We know that because every version is a little bit different. The Gospels, they're different. So therefore, we are seeing from the writing what they actually saw. So therefore, okay, that's okay. If Mark didn't see the Lord making mud, then okay. Yeah. It could be as simple as that. There are a lot of things in Scripture that could be very, very simple. There are a lot of questions that people would have that saying that the Scripture must be wrong because one version says that, one version says that, so therefore it can't be true. It can be, because from their view, because of what they saw, it's quite possible. Yeah. It is indeed quite possible. Yeah. There's one other thing actually, completely different to this. But I was thinking earlier about, as a son, and if you were made perfect by eating from the tree of life, would you look different? And the only thing that I thought was, from a camera, it's quite possible that they will only see light. If the camera is pointing to you, they won't see your body, they won't see your face. All they will see is light. Yeah. Well, because we know that if we see God, we see light. And the light will basically damage our eyes because it's so bright. So therefore, as a son, if we're eating from the tree of life and we are perfect, then we will look more like God than we do right now. So therefore, it's quite possible that a camera will only see light. That's interesting. And when people look at us, some people will actually see the light around us. So again, that's interesting as well. Well, actually, again, when it needs to be seen, it will be seen, the light. So therefore, again, Well, because obviously, again, I'm supposed to be asking questions all the time. So therefore I can understand and I can tell people how it will look and why it's true. Because obviously, again, when you say something, people will say, is it really true? And how do you know it's true? And how will it look? And so therefore I have to go to God and say, okay, can you tell me all the answers? Because obviously people will be asking questions, so therefore I need the answers. And so therefore, and it's pretty cool asking the questions and getting the answers, because sometimes the answers are quite, the way we think, the answers are quite weird, but really cool. So, that's the point, really, when it really is about, being, knowing how to walk and all of that, because again, in the world, people think being perfect means doing nothing wrong. But again, doing nothing wrong, well, the problem is, wrong means evil, and only doing good is from that tree of knowledge of good and evil. So then, if you're judging people from that, then no one could be perfect. So therefore, It's not about being absolutely perfect and doing nothing wrong ever. It means, having the nature of the Father and learning to walk in that. And obviously, we could be wrong